Hey, how's it going everyone? My name is B046 and welcome back to the game which I don't know why I'm playing, also known as Doki Literature Club. I'm cold. Again. I had 2 tests today, got them done and over with. Just actually finished. I pretty much just got home and came here to start the video. So, yeah. Just trying to think of a recap of this game because right now we're going for Yuri. At least she's my favorite right now. Don't really like much anyone else. They were pretty nasty in the last episode. Didn't like me too well, but hey, who does like me too well, right? Oh yeah, I guess we should probably get into this so we have an hour of reading. Suddenly I noticed Yuri peering up at me from over her book. She looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. But now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in the one next to her own. ... I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Rather be alone with my thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell what I was thinking, or that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. My posture isn't bad. Just slouch. Need a chair. Sit up straight. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly things who find... I'm trying to get my reading voice ready, but my throat's really dry right now. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping it to themselves. But if you prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. It was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Eh? Why? Why? Just friend to friend. It's concern. Sorry. I didn't mean to say anything stupid. It's not that, it's just I didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. My mouth is really dry. It tastes gross. Eric. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. That is true. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. Stress balls. They mean a lot too. I'll hold it like how she does. Am I matching pretty good? Yeah? Okay, I'll continue on. But you don't need to put that away. Okay, I'll have it right here then. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. My back screen just restarted. I don't judge. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she's searching for something. I mean, if you want to search on my back top, it's not much you're looking for there. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Do I still hold this up? Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't always aware were in you. That is, I think that she'd be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. Yeah, I'm just sitting here holding my ball. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? I think it was. It is what it is. Wow. Social skills are off the charts. Anyway, as long as we are here, why don't you do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah? I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Ouch. Thought it was gonna be me. I have tea going on in my kitchen too. Not to mention for yourself as well. See? I know things. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher, also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this into the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. You can have the ball too. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Because you told me to hold this ball. Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Nowhere. Do you want to touch my ball? Okay, I'll just set my ball down. Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounded to explain this to Monica. We were just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Hey. Shh. Sleepy time. Monica, please mind your own business for once. Ooh, standing up. Or do you want me to tell the others something's wrong with helping involving Eric in club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Let's go. Vera quickly exits the room and I follow. Damn. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yeah, I know. Yuri. Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. She always likes to look away. What's wrong with me? No. What's wrong with me? We gotta have this discussion. Good discussion. No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Eric, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Music went slow. Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? This is touching. Yeah. Friend, you say. Yuri lifts her head. Eric, I really like being friends with you. Aha. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walked to the nearest water fountain. There's no water fountain in sight. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Eric, do you like oolong tea? No, I prefer black tea or peppermint tea. That's pretty good for the soul. Wait. I don't have a soul. Shit. Well, I mean, I got lots of souls. See, lots of freckles, lots of souls. Yeah, anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now, is that Fahrenheit or Celsius? Because that's Celsius. That's hot. That's pretty hot. Like that's like I can't even make an analogy. But that's really hot. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do anything less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Hugh Jackman. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. You have to measure this? I just kind of throw the bags in and I'm good. I'm good. Or just mix in everything and let it soak for like 20 minutes. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not so hard for me to do. When's you who's around anyway? That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Eric. It's very enduring. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I'll watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Eric, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's just a little bit easier on my back. Hey, back problems. Who doesn't like that? Or who does like that? Same thing. Who doesn't? Who does? I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes. I have a terrible reading posture. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag with small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our side, and as if instinct we assume the reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Me neither! Actually, that is kind of hard to read. Whoa! It's a new world. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in the position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You were right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. I think my brother's home. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any hard time reading it from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take the chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. That does not look like chocolate. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. There. So, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. That's... Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right. Keep thinking I hear noises. I see dead people. I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. Wait. So, has the game already figured out that that was the main person I'm going for, so it's doing more interactive things with her compared to if I did it with anyone else? Like any more interactive things with anyone else, right? Is that what's going on? This game's smart. That's all it was. Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. Nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. This time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before Yuri pats her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Jesus, that changed fast. So we weren't doing anything. Nothing at all. Truth, honor, valor. That's all we were doing. Just talking about books and reading people, reading books. Yeah, that's all we were doing. Don't worry. Do you like my ball? That's what I thought. Okay, everyone. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Eric, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up everything without as much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Wait. I can't remember making... Did I make a poem? I can't remember. Okay, well, I'll just go from the top down again. ... It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Yeah, so the game knows. The game definitely knows now. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe that's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. I am? I'm not. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you. Sorry, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired of today. Heh. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. But Mom, I don't wanna. If you insist. Yay. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sorry. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. I don't even get a poem from her? Keep going down. Oh, the one who's mad at me. This is good. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course, I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, gross. It's not like I care. Ouch. It's just that one of us in the club has to make sure you're not slacking off. But I am slacking off. Really? But what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would exactly do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun hanging out here, even if I have to put up with you. Ah. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh. Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. Dang. Rough. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Aha. Yeah. Don't you love people who elbow you in the stomach and say it was a joke? Last I checked, those were bullies. She's a bully. She hurt me. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just wash my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem up to me like nothing ever happened. Nothing even happened. I'll be your beach. Dang, my favorite type of poem, about beaches. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in the footprint trail, set you free in the windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that watches your worries away. I'll be the beach that daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. I gotta say, it was pretty good. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. Actually, that's where you're wrong. There are many problems with beaches. I want to talk about them, but I don't know if I should. Mainly because I can't think too much right now. I'm brain dead. I've been pronounced brain dead. The doctors just said I'm dead. It's all my fault. So you decided to write about the beach first, and then came up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing. She wanted to pick a topic and have both of us write about it, or whatever. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about simple topics, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. Well, there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was a good practice. Wait, okay, so Sayori said she was going home early, right? Did she go home early just because I said I'd rather walk with Yuri if Yuri asked me? Like, was that foreshadowing? And that's why she felt down today and she felt off? Gotta think. Yuri. ... Eric. This is wonderful. I can feel the emotion that you poured into it. This is a result of trying what I suggested yesterday? Nope. This was me just clicking random words. Yeah, I guess so. No, you're lying. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try and giving it more feeling. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? See, that's the thing with everyone, is that they need to have someone who appreciates them, or someone who is with them or agrees with their idea, not all the time, but most of the time, or some of the times, or just even likes what they do or appreciates it. And like, it's not just the odd people, but no, everyone needs to have that. You know, I feel like this was perfect music to also talk about it. I'll just keep going. Yuri nods. Really, I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? And again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? ... For some reason, Yuri doesn't respond. Yuri smiles sadly. Eric, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Sad music. It's making me sad. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. So she doesn't have the social skills that others do, and so in such she spends more time reading, so she can, like, that's what makes her happy, is in the world of logic and books and reading, right? Escaping to that fantasy world where you can do whatever, you can be whatever, you can have friends, you can have what you want. That's where she finds her security and her safety, I guess. That's what I would say. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it, anyway. But books are so full of amazing, inspiring people you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it like that, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know, and those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type, and they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Eric. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. But not knowing how to talk to people isn't the big thing. I feel like I'm trying to talk to her personally now. That's my problem. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. Okay, well, see, being seen as normal is one of the worst things that people could do. Because when you're being seen as normal, then people see you as plain or boring. And that's what normal is. I mean, hell, if I was normal, I wouldn't have half of my friends. I'm one of the weirdest kids I know. But you don't want to be seen as happy, or not happy. You want to be seen as happy. You don't want to be seen as normal. It's one of the worst things. I mean, not knowing how to make yourself happy doesn't matter either. I mean, it's when other people make you happy that matters the most. And, like, if you're trying to make yourself happy all the time, it won't always work. It's willpower, and you gotta know what will make you happy and what will work. But like I said, that won't work all the time. You need others to be there. You need others to have that connection with you to help make you happy as well. It's a give and take situation. You gotta help yourself, and you gotta help them. But on the other end, they have to help you. It's not a one-sided relationship type of thing for making people happy. I feel like I'm going on a rant. It's sad music again. I'm getting sad. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write, which is not a bad thing, but it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Eric. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me like anyone else. It's just so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I'll treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make new friends. And I would say I'd say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way. Yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. That noise scared me. Beach, a marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth catastrophically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky and an expanse of bliss. But beneath grey rolling clouds and endless enigma, the easiest world to get lost in, is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. Or where the sand is wet, the tide comes. It will get looking at your foundations until you give in. Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate bounding line, tempting the foamy tendrils. Turn back and I abandon my pace to encode the shore. Drift forward and I return to Earth forevermore. Gotta say, it was pretty good. I still kind of like Natsuki's better though. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki told me about that. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the difference in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. It just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write something simple on an occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. This is uncomfortable again. One of these days I'll do a vlog and I'll show you guys my setup here and what I sit on. I mean, got a guitar case in the background, if that means anything. Okay, I guess I have one more person. Hi Eric. Have you thought about what you want to submit to performance of the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. That's a lot of pressure, actually. It would also make me happy to see. Aha. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take a look at the poem I'm holding in my hands. This one's good. feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. Sure. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her head. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish that she didn't keep it so much to herself. But still defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Aha, calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one, anyway. Monica kind of whispers the last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of currents of wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glittering in the twilight dust, or the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I found every answer, all of which amounts to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I'm not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are sorts of things that gave life meaning. Life has no meaning, though. You live and die. I'm not too philosophical or anything. It was kind of my own mind. That's why I wrote about it. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. They like saying a lot of words that end in a "col." Because of it, if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Aha, are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Is she talking about how, like, computer screen is two-dimensional because it's not 3D? And this is the art style of the game is a 2D? Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to go to a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You divided... I can't even speak. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common, foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. This game is just getting in your head. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Seems you're right. Sigh. Sayori always lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all of the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. Hey. No, none of that. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Who? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out what the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. I'm hungry again. Well, we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. As for you, Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless? No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. That's why you can't have a good conversation with anyone. Social awkwardness. Geez, even I can tell now. Wait. Does that mean? Nah. I don't know. Oh, I clicked out of the game. I guess I've never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. I'm hungry. I haven't had food. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Atmosphere is good. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Eric. The one who is truly useless. Aha, don't say that. I mean, I am. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. Probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I'd be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of the club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Eric may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just trying to get excuses for Eric too. Don't you love it when people argue? But what are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Eric to decide who. I should have grabbed my water. In the end, I think it's up to Eric to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. So I'm sure he's interested in. You literally just said. I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Eric, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Oh, I'm guessing I'll have to choose soon? Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Well, I said we were going for the whole Yuri thing. I mean, Natsuki doesn't like me already. Monica rarely talks to me, and Sayori is kind of going for that not so much liking part. So I guess we're strong with Yuri, so we'll go with that. We'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No? I was just saying, so you'll be helping Yuri then, Eric? Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, you'll be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Eric? Me? No. Thank you for asking me, but no, I'm not ready. Not even in a little bit sorts of way. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I'm tired. Good talk. I guess you could say I'm interested in see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't do anything. No. That's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I didn't really know why Eric picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They'll go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I'm already knowing that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know, I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. It's the ghosts. They're in my head. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has troubles with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of the comfort zone. But I could begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if I didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she was trying to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the doors. They chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realized I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you were right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll just be stopping by your house on Sunday. So there's no way to contact us, but you could just walk over and knock on the door. I mean, do I have a phone number? I mean, I got a pencil right here. No? Okay. Good talk. Good talk. My house. Is that a problem? No, not at all. I thought that it would be one of the I just thought it would be going on to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer to go to your house. Alright, in that case, it won't be a problem. No, not at all. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like she should, what? It's not like it should matter that much either, right? So I'll just need to make sure that my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Eric. I think that we'll have a very productive team. Just put a picture of my cat on the poster, and be like, "Is the kid a cat?" Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? ... I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason why you have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason that with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extreme tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I wanted to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long time. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that to relax her Do I have drink in here? I'm gonna have nothing. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out of the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. I guess I gotta get that repaired then. Okay, that's gonna be pretty costly. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. There's no telling what might end up happening if we were outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. Oh, is it the weekend now? Okay, well, I'm gonna end it here then, just because it's a whole section of the story that we haven't done. So I save here and return. Nah, yeah, I'll quit. Okay. Well, yeah, no, I guess this is a pretty good place to end, right? Oh, it stopped working. Okay, screen goes black. Well, yeah, I think that's a pretty good place to end, but going for Yuri. It's going good. She's coming over to my house on Sunday. Get to hang out with a girl. First time in forever. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the series. I'm having fun. I don't really have much to say about it right now, but yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying everything. Thank you guys for watching this episode. If you liked it, let me know. And as always, I'll see you guys later.